Hi everyone, it's Cindy from Cinders. This is coming quite late actually. Oh, that's better. You might see some shadows. I will try and keep the shadows down, but for all intents and purposes, apart from me sorting a belly band to go around because these are affected by the ribbon, but it is pretty much completed now. So I hope you saw the earlier one. So now this is just going to be a walkthrough. This is also so that the parents know what to do with it, because as my husband said, not everyone knows what to do with it and what they're for. So here we go. Now you will have seen a lot of this already. Excuse me, I got mucky hands, but crafting, who doesn't? Right, so we've made no basic changes to the outside at all. The only changes I've put on are corner protectors. Now I was going to go through and put them on all of them, but then realised that I would have to, where I've got them on there, I would have to, it would affect the way flaps and all sorts opened. So let's start at the beginning. Let me just show you just how, there, that is how big it is. And I will have the belly band going over and down, or just a clip here to pull them in. I'll figure it out, and you'll see the pictures of it on my site. So let me show you. So with those, I do like that. You know, I didn't know whether I did do this earlier. Ooh, and I tied it at the back and put a lovely big bow there. But we shall see. Right, so this is it finished now, apart from the belly band and the odd bit, but that, as much as I love this album, it will be nice to go on to something more easy. Right, so this has got all sparkles in now. Pretty. It's no changes that way, but I did like the sparkles. And then we have the sparkles in there. This is where it gets a bit tough. Right, so that's just the same, so I don't need to worry about that. I've put some of the embellishments on that Ellie gave me. I was going to put Ivy on every page, but was told that that might be a bit of overkill. So we've got, these are just some of the tabs I've done, matte, sorry, and this is the Tim Holtz 3D botanical die. It is divine, lovely, absolutely gorgeous. So I'll pop that one back down, and there will be pictures on my blog, which I desperately do need to update. Yes, right, so I've put on Mr. Teddy Bear on that one because he was too cute not to, or Mrs. could be a Mrs. Shouldn't be sexist. And there's that So In Love With You, and I do believe I'll this is the only one I put in there. Many more can go under there, but look, they're all holding hands. How sweet is that? Yeah, I know. Okay, a bit crazy. I knew that. You knew that. It's no surprise. Right, baby girl, I think we had with the I must make sure that I put that on my all-time favourite list because I love this die. So yeah, there you go. Rather passionate. I used Mrs. Duck. Mr. or Mrs. It's Mrs. It's got rouge on. God, that's an old-fashioned name, rouge. What I will need to do is just go through and re-stick these where it was so hot. It came slightly undone, so I just whiz a tiny bit of glue down either side, and and I think you'd already seen that one. I was positive I showed you that one. So there, not a lot of change there really. I've wiggled Ivory through there, which I think was the same you knew, and I'm positive I showed you this. This was actually, as I said, to make a see-through card, and didn't work out how I wanted to, so I changed it to be a mat where you can put her face in the middle there and it shows it's beautiful, and you can put pictures or jots or notes down, and then when it's done and her face is in there, you'll see the beautiful with the ivy going around. Right, so this one is I used the Memories and More, which was good because I would never choose to buy them. I was given them by Caroline, who used to do Crafty Caroline Creates, who very sadly stopped doing it. But this is what she sent me. Again, ivy. Now I have made some changes here. I have to use up some stickers, and I will explain more about that. So I've left that plain. I've put ivy on both sides. That's kind of cute, isn't it? Ding ding. And I had to put that there, which is the plain side of the botanicals, because when I made slits into his arms, it made it just look like he was mooning everyone, and I didn't think that was inappropriate for a young child to see a teddy bear mooning, but maybe that's just me. So I like the whole, I do like the ivy. I should have done it all. I should have gone with what I thought, but I cut all of the white off there. It was doing me in, and I also coloured in the bits that I couldn't cut out. So there is well, lots of cards can go in there, or lots of jots, and it's magnetic, so you can take it away and show people your pictures. Right, so here, right, so our punch, the Stampin' Up punch with the elephants, can you see that they're all sparkly and shiny? Well, I use, look, it's terrible, I tell you. Shouldn't trust me stamping or writing. I wrote on one of these, insert photo, and I got it everywhere. So, sorry. And unfortunately, it was that pen. See that? We're permanent. Yeah, okay. So, that's just a matte, but I absolutely, they look so sweet with glitter on. That one can either become a matte, or they can use it as a card. I might stick some gems on there to make it a bit more blingy in case they want to send it as a card. It's up to them. Or as my husband said, it'll probably just go on the top shelf and do nothing. So with this, I have put some sparkles on the what are they called? Butterflies. They're really sweet. I've put here, it's the little things, and then I put some like shimmer on it. I didn't want it to be like too overwhelming. God, it's even worse than I thought. And no matter how I spaced that, it wouldn't work. But I'm letting that go. I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm really trying not to dwell on it. I think you saw that, which was the bow. The mats haven't changed. This has though. I like this. This made me smile. Right, so you are my sunshine. I don't think it, no, I actually did stick it on. So you've got, obviously, sunshine, clouds, and then you open it up and there's another sunshine, because I have to hide the magnet, and the magnet is hid behind the card. So that's got quite a nice little pouch. So then that will open up. I've left that plain. This one again opens up. I've left it plain because people are going to want to put their own bits there. And that one I didn't leave plain. I used some of the rabbits. And there, oh, I love this. You're not going to be able to pick this up at all, but this, is there any way I can make it sparkle? No. This is the Hero Arts. Ah, there. It's the Hero Arts pink prismatic it's the prism pink one. I can't pronounce it, but it's a lovely glitter, and it is stunning. I love this stamp. I've got another one as well, which probably isn't suitable for a young child, but live your dreams. I don't think you have to be old to live your dreams. I mean, their dream might be, I want a nice piece of chocolate. Who knows? You don't have to be old to dream. Right, so I love my tone on tone. I've told you this all along. Now, I was starting to get a bit, oh, I don't know what you'd call it. You see, this is what I cut off of the other one, but this one's a much smaller one, so I will do something about that, and I will pop some little bits around. But I was starting to get a bit fatigued with this. Right, so there's some more bunnies. Now that is image 3, and that is stamped in Blushing Bride, I believe. There's one of the ones that you sew, Doily, put that in there. And on the other side you have, this is one of the ones that I'm giving away. These all come out. These, she says, see there, they come, oops, sorry, they can come out and be stood up. I mean, this is the back of one, it's not the front of one. No, it's the front of one. So yeah, you can literally just pop them out. But I thought it was something slightly different. You could put picture, or you could put the baby's handprint, or oh, I don't know. There's so many things that babies have that you want to keep forever. So put them in here. There we go. And that one was the Sew in Love. I have left that as just, there's no magnet in that, which is actually quite nice because that is holding it down on its own. There's just mats in here. I'll put some tags on. There's some more of the rabbits. It's just, I have to, I'll also give them a package of bits that they can use as well, should they want to add to it. And we've got my lovely, I can't believe that it's continued the rabbit. Why would you do it? Why? Oh, it's cruel, that's what it is. They stamp amazingly. I always go from the end and stamp forward. See what I mean? I start with 3 and then go downwards, where everyone now starts at number 1, but I'm slightly different, but it works for me. So there you can see in the background there is some very, very pale stamping, and then of course there's Mrs. Bunny, and there are all the different bits that I've used within the album. So again, that marries it up. By here I was getting to the blingy stage. I wanted to put rhinestones on everything, at which moment the dog chose to run a mile. Probably better for it. And I had those shape, and look, they just went in there perfectly. Again, they might think, well, I don't really want to use that for photographs, but I can use it as an envelope. So that's good, I think. This one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this justice. There, can you see it? I coloured that part of the mandala, all these tiny little spaces, with one of the gold, what do you call them, jelly pens, jelly roll? Ooh. Right, so this one, I love this one. So there is the circle. Let's move that out of the way. I loved the fact that the butterfly was coming off it. I loved it. I really did enjoy that. And I put that one, I done in 2 or 3 layers, and then put over some crystal clear glaze. Wow. Okay, so that's what I done there. I've left them blank. Again, not everyone wants you to overfill it, do they? Because they want to put their own bits in. Now this is where I got ink just from writing that tiny little thing there. Insert photo in here, and it does. It's quite a thick one, look. And of course there's the ivy and the little flowers. Oop. Yep. Now this one, I done that in the lighter paper, and that in the lighter paper, and those, but it's this, I believe I've covered a lot of this in the other one, but this is just the end walkthrough where people can have a look, see how it turned out, and if they liked it, they'll go back and watch the whole thing. So this is just done in clear pearl embossing powder, so it literally has just brought out a slightly darker version of the actual card, which is a fantastic effect, because so many times you try to get, I mean, I do have a huge range of colours of embossing powders, but I would struggle to find one that looks as nice as that. So if you've got a clear, you are pretty much in a good place. You can create lots of colours without knowing. Right, so here, God, I tell you, this thing's rather heavy. Right, so there's the bow across, and again, another one of these. Now right, again, a card. They can use it. I'm going to put some gems in then. And again, like I say, they can use it as a card, send it away. But look at this. Sorry, this lighting's absolutely appalling. But I'm trying to get this out. Wonder if that'll help. Let's bring in. Whoa. Wow. Let me show you that, and then I'll move it away. But isn't that lovely? Absolutely gorgeous. You can obviously, this is all perforated, as you can see, and then they've left that bit in there for you to put whatever you want there, like happy birthday or love or anything like that. Ugh. And I just thought that was lovely, and I thought it was even nicer that the peg is almost the exact same colour. I know, it's very strange. So this one, I think by now I was getting to the butterfly stage. Everything had a heart on, was ivy or was a butterfly. These will be jewelled up. I can't help it, even if I go through with crystal glaze and just glaze them, because that looks lovely too. It's just, you know, it's just who I am. I like to put a little bit of effort into what I've done, and hopefully it might get looked at before it's put up onto a shelf. So these are some embellishments I've had for ages. These are like puff stickers, which I can now actually make with crystal glaze and whatever you want. and that's just got special on. There's nothing on the back, so I thought that was quite sweet, I thought. And then, no, there you go. Oh. Now this one, I was always really challenged by this one because it's so big and tight that I have just literally got room, as you see, I shouldn't have done that, to only have one thing in there, which is fine because then that can become a nice decoration. And oh, silly thing, now I've got to get it perfect. And they can put pictures there, but I had the ivy growing up and have put it in the trellis. Dear oh dear, you either love me or hate me. I'm Marmite. You'll either love me or hate me. Right, so this is the one that I took quite some time. And if I ever done it again, I was trying to teach myself how to stitch hearts. I would leave these two in because it looks kind of pointy. It doesn't look all round and loving. See, that one would have been so much nicer. Right, so I had that one sort of hanging over there. And this one, which was another part of those, is loved. And again, it's got the corner. And then they can just put memories down there, handprints. Some people will get like plastic bags, but nice ones, you know, with baby's first tooth or baby's first hair, a lock of hair, or hopefully not too many teeth in there, but if you want to, that's what you can do. This one is stuck, and that one I put hugs on. People can do so much in between there, and that would cry out for a photo, I think. But that's me, and this is the last bit. So I have a love of 3D embossing folders. Can't help it. I love this one. It's the weave one. I am going to spend forever jotting down where I got these things and what they're called. So I'm super looking forward to doing that tomorrow. I am going to do some of my own crafting. And obviously the bunny's on the top. Need to bring her down, otherwise she's going to have a bent head, and who wants a bunny with a bent head? And if any of you are, just don't go there. Right, so, and this will be the one where she will be 12 months old, therefore a year, and there are her birthday bunnies. And that goes in and out fine because I trimmed it down to be able to fit in between there. So there we are. Apart from the belly band and it being posted, that is a mammoth, bloody mammoth, sorry, blooming marathon of an album. And the next one I'm going to make is going to be one of my normal, like, this should make you laugh. All right, so that's that one. You can see they're my normal ones. Slightly different, don't you think? Yeah, I mean, this one obviously has to be close together, but this one has 24 pages because it's 12 and there's 2 on either side. There is a slight difference. So, yeah. I will not be making one of these again until I forgot how much it was time consuming, and then I feel that I want to make one again, if you see what I mean. It's like going to the dentist. you know, you go once every 6 months and you might have a filling, and by the time you get there after the 6 months, you have forgotten that they're painful, and there we are, la-di-da. But I thought I could put that on the back, obviously a lot neater than that, and then just pop a belly band round. What I will do is show you what I have done when I do the pictures. But that, my lovely subscribers and friends, is the completed, finished baby album for Ivy. I like that. You are my sunshine. I absolutely adore that. And I think, I hope whoever, well, I know who's getting it, but I do hope that they use it and cherish it rather than just put it on a top shelf and ignore it. So yes, there we are. So thank you to all of you that have been so mega encouraging. Please be aware, for you people that have given me your addresses, I of course have had a little trouble of late with my health, so that hasn't helped. They will be going out what is left, and I know you'll be pleased with what you received. So yesterday I had my epidural and my back done. It was the fact that they phoned me the day before to say that they couldn't sedate me because of my medication and the fact that it takes enough tranquilizers to kill a horse to put me to sleep. So that made it super exciting for me. Right, so anyway, my back's okay. It's okay, and I should think it will make it a good mend. My cold, I can speak and breathe, so that's a good thing. And this is finished. I will be so looking forward to doing smaller projects for a while, and I know this probably is going to get some real, I'm not sure about that, but the next album I want to do, I will be doing a dog one for my what I call my children, my 3 dogs. 2 of them are getting very old, so I'd like to get them an album started up and finished of their stages. But also I was thinking about doing maybe a darker theme, slightly gothic without the teeth and the zombie kind of things. But I'll see. Obviously there are a lot of people that I would not like to offend, and there are some people that would like to see it, so there'll be a compromise somewhere. Right, so everyone, you have been very supportive. I could not be happier than to have such lovely crafting friends as you. You always encourage me, and there will always be the odd person who will say something negative. What they don't realise is we are human beings and we have feelings, and if we try our best to do something and we get someone telling us how we're going wrong and what, you know, that it's not very nice, that actually really does hurt. And I don't think I'll ever become hardened to that. So all of you that know me and are my crafting friends, thank you so much for standing by me. And I am going to go now. I'm going to upload the one that I done yesterday, which was the pre-one, and this is the final reveal, so that the people who don't want to go through hours and hours and hours of this, fair enough, this is the one. And I've got to give it to you people, if you've watched the whole thing from start to end, you are amazing and probably got a numb bum, but there you go. It's been lovely crafting with you, and I will be back with a much simpler project. And thank you for crafting with me. big, big, big hugs to you all. Bye-bye.